Hello there, the Fabled Harpooner here, ready to hunt another Gobul in the Scene of the Crime quest with the Lance weapon class and the high Acrus Lance as the weapon of choice, a lightning based weapon for a monster that's particularly weak to lightning damage. Pretty much one of the highest raw damage of all my lances. See, I don't think there's anything that's higher. Maybe a barrel of lance. No, that's a fire one, that's the same amount of damage. This would be the alternate, I suppose, the Hellfire. In fact, if I used the Hellfire, I would have more sharpness and a slot with which to negate the hunger. Yeah, pretty much, oh, there we go. Barrel Kawa being the highest raw damage, but of course with negative affinity. Already eaten, so let's see. Food skills, went for Black Belt and Riser because it was that option. Mostly went for Black Belt. Should reduce the amount of stamina I use for blocking. On top of that, we have the Guard Plus too, which is great. A great combination, I suppose. And once again, Scene of Crime. Pretty much have the same items as last time. Got Psycho Serums, Paintballs, Dung Bombs, just in case. Hopefully another Royal Order will appear if something has to show up, and we can repel it easily enough. Bit far off, I would say. Would it be a good idea to farcast her out? Oh no, wait, no. Don't need to. Can go through here, that's one. Then cross here, no, don't need to. Think to this middle area. That pretty much connects everything. It's easy to reach. Oh, didn't get the mask ready. That could cost me, but luckily enough, as we change area, Kayamba just pops in. Now, I didn't take a Psycho Serum, but we pretty much established that it starts over here. And as he's already making noises, they can sense the meat. We have it. Now, do you want to go for that shiny, just in case, to see what it is? Probably just a regular Webbing Tear, or maybe a large Webbing Tear, if we're lucky enough. Although, I'm not sure I can reach it while it's flopping about. Yeah, we can. Yeah, just a regular Webbing Tear, so it's not really worth it. Gonna focus on the tail, not so much on the lantern this time around. If we can. I'm not too concerned about the blinding effect because I can actually counter and block that. Either way, I would like to... Nice. Blocked. Ooh. Camera sometimes goes a bit too far out, but that's because I press it for longer. I'm guessing, yeah, I'm getting used to how the little stick on the 3DS, the new 3DS works. It requires a lot more pressure on my part to move the camera if I need to. And that's causing me to overuse the analog stick here. Nicely timed counter, although I didn't hit anything, at least I blocked the attack. A paralysing attack, so you better watch out for that. Yeah, should have waited, should have held on that third poke. Are we all? No, two of us were paralysed and one of us was knocked out in that group. That was a bit comical. Nicely flinched, prevented that flash to come out. Come on, charge, you want to charge? He's easy to counter when he's doing that charge. We've got plenty of time to counter. Sometimes if you want to aim for the tail, you don't want to be countering. Yeah, I think I was right below the effect of that flash, so I couldn't actually block it. It was too close, essentially. Okay, he's going to just merge. Come on. Do an attack. Taking extreme time to actually do an attack. And there comes off the tail. Luckily we got it on land because this thing is tiny. If you get it on the water part, you can sometimes miss it because he's nearly invisible. Oh. Okay, well faced. Okay, we need to break that lamp now, if we can reach it. Problem is, with this particular weapon, it's better to do so underwater. And thankfully, it's actually going towards water. Flashed Benab. Oh, a couple of them. 2 flashed Benabras. Okay, energy drink. Zoo. Max stamina, and off we go. No. Oh, no Royal Ludroth this time around. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Guess I can carve it once and then avoid the next attack, although it will try to flash us or paralyze us. This is probably safer if you use speed coding. Then we block that. Want to be a bit further up. That's the only trouble underwater, is trying to reposition yourself to actually better keep blocking to hit that lamp. Now I'm not hitting it directly, but as long as you hit the I don't know what to call it, the antenna part, not just the end of it, it's good enough to break it. Yeah, the only problem is if it does, no, not that attack, the water suction attack. That's the only attack I have problems with while using the lance. Because you can't really block that attack. Maybe with guard up you can. Or will you stop moving that lamp, please? Because it goes up and down, so it's harder to hit. Oh, we've got a flinch from damaging it, or hurting it. And there's a break. Well, it's a relatively easy break, I suppose. Fish in the way, probably dead now, yeah. One thing I didn't like about this game, or its predecessors, how these large fishes worked in regards to carving them. That you had to weaken them and then poke them with a harpoon. It would have been easier just to make them so one poke would be enough. Although some smaller fish, if it's not particularly big, you can do so. But for larger fishes like sharks and all that business, you have to hit them until they're weak enough, like they're limping, in a sense, and then you can finish them off with a harpoon to carve them. It's made it really difficult because if you bring a weapon that is too powerful, you just end up killing them and they vanish without a body. Okay, it's hiding, so it's going to... There we go. He's going to ambush us. He's a master ambusher. A lot of damage. Getting a bit greedy with all this triple poking. But I guess I'm lucky enough that he isn't actually attacking after my third poke. Ow, counter didn't come out in time. Okay, just watch that bulge. It's not going to rush. Let's get rid of this robot. I don't need to block that, so let's go in and attack. Well, it's no longer in rage. Enraged again. He's a relatively easy monster to deal with. Not too quick, not too mobile. Just does certain attacks that are really easy to read and block. At least with the lance it's quite easy. Oop. Yeah. Too greedy. Unnecessary third poke. Nice flinch with a boomerang. Is it trying to flee now? Looks like it, yeah. And it's suddenly vanished. Supplies delivered. There's a rock there I could mine. I believe that one does or might drop bathythite ore, but I'm not entirely sure. It is right below us. Now that's the attack I was saying, and I swung the wrong way. And it's a quite damaging one. Pretty much the most damaging attack that he's done so far. I would rather for it to move out of the entry area, as per usual. Oh really, had to roll to the side and move back into the entry zone. Great. There we go, finally. Plenty of time to poke 3 times and block the attack. Nicely evaded. Now I do believe the guard plus 2 helps with that rolling attack in regards to blocking it. Because it seems to be a heavy attack. And it's about to vanish, so it's teleporting out. It's gone to the sleeping area. Or the nesting area. Let's see, energy drink, maybe. We do have hunger, so I might need it, although we're about to finish the quest, past the 10-minute mark, no doubt noticed. Hopefully we'll get it in the same way as the hammer before the 10. Now I'm not expecting it to flinch it out while it's sleeping. Of course, there's no really heavy hitting attack, although I guess I achieved it. And we'll get the kill before I can do anything. It's just raging, I suppose. Nope, not even going to invade. Oh, sharpness is already gone, near the end of the quest. So, it pretty much lasted this level of sharpness for this weapon. Did it? Really? Actually, quest info. 38 minutes 36 seconds remaining. This calf. Did I use a... Yes, I did use a whetstone. So, it lasts pretty much. It's a decent amount. And you need to sharpen once this amount of sharpness for lance against this guy. Did lose sharpness at the end, but that pretty much states, if you've been hitting it consistently, that you're about to finish it off. I'm not even going to bother to swim out of the area. Don't have time to mine, so might as well carve these monsters. Oh yeah, and I did waste some, or spend some sharpness slaying other Lutros that were in the area. So if you focus on the Gobul, you might not even need to, or might not can't even say words. Oh, that was a regular lantern for the rewards. A wooden stone from the main rewards. Spikes, whiskers, not much in quantity. Hides, king bones, and bone imps. Yes, what I wanted to say is that you might not even lose the sharpness after the second. After you've sharpened it once, if you just focus on the Gobul. So this has been the Fabled Harpooner hunting a Gobul in the scene of the crime. Yeah, scene of the crime quest. With a lance weapon class. And a high Acrus lance as the weapon of choice. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time, and good hunting.